All of a sudden, I had more weekly kits than I knew what to do with. Hello, welcome to my channel. I'm Laken. If you are new here and you found your way through the collaboration, I am so excited that you're here. If you've been here before, thanks for coming back and hanging out with me. I am so honored to be included in this collaboration with 25 other amazing planner women. Well, I guess it's 24. Because I make 25. Thank you so much to Tamara over at the Pen and Paper Girl for putting this collaboration together. I think it's just such a great idea. There's just so much knowledge in this planner world. There's so many different types of planners, planning styles, planner people. There's just so much going on that it is hard to keep up with all of it. And there are so many great channels to watch. And so I'm really excited for this opportunity to collab with all of these incredible channels and share 25 planner tips with you as we enter the new year. I think it's especially important this time of year to just sort of take a step back and think about all of the things that we do to keep our lives together. And everybody's lives are so different. Everybody's planning styles are so different, but there is just so much that we can learn from each other. And I'm just excited to be a part of it. So I am day 23, which means if you have watched up to this point, there were 22 other amazing planner tips to help you kick off the new year. And I am here with number 23. In basic terms, my tip is about organizing and keeping track of the number of weekly kits that you have and not going overboard. Let me give you a little bit more background information. I actually used to not be a weekly kit planner. I don't know that any of us really were, right? Because weekly kits are a more new thing. I would maybe pick a color scheme based on some washi, but in general, the stickers I were using were just more functional stickers. And I may have used like decorative quote type stickers every now and then, but for the most part, my planning was very functional. And then I started using weekly kits. And it started out with the monthly subscription kit from Design Pandemonium, which I still use and love. And then I started buying weekly kits as part of the Chrissy and Design Celebration collection. And then I started getting the OLO Stationery monthly subscription kit. And then I just started buying weekly kits in general. And all of a sudden, every week was based on a kit. And that was how I was planning. So then I bought every weekly kit in sight. Every time I saw one that was cute, I bought it. Even if it was for a holiday that I was pretty sure I already had a kit for, I bought it. All of a sudden, I had more weekly kits than I knew what to do with. And I was hanging out with a friend, and she actually is the one that came up with this idea. I cannot take credit for it, but I am so thankful that she suggested that we go through our weekly kits and actually see how many we have and how many weeks they would last for. So we created some binders. This is just half of the year. This is just half the year. So what I did was I created a binder, and this binder happens to be from Design Pandemonium as one of their kits that they sold. You can get these binders just on Amazon. This happens to be the Russell and Hazel one. There's lots of different options for the binders. I'll link a couple of them in the description box, but the binder doesn't matter. And then on the inside, I put these plastic page protectors, sticker protectors. I'm not sure what to call these, but I also buy these on Amazon in a pack of like a zillion, but they're not that expensive. I want to say it's like 15 bucks for the pack of 100. And then I took these Erin Condren stickers, the like free ones that come in the back of your planner, and I stuck the Monday of the start of each of the weeks throughout the year. And I did this in like, when do we, July maybe? And so these are the 2019 for this year. And so I made one of these for each of the weeks. The binders are not that big, so it ended up being two binders. So one is the first half of the year, one is the second half of the year. And then I started putting in the weekly kits on the weeks that I thought I would use them. Maybe the color matched the Erin Condren color scheme. Maybe there was a holiday that week. Maybe there was a planner event, whatever it was. And I started filling it up, and I had kits easily for a whole year. And that does not even include the fact that I get 2 monthly subscription boxes every month with weekly kits. So it woke me up, and I realized I needed to slow down. I needed to stop buying so many weekly kits because I'm never gonna get through them all. So because I have this system and I'm able to keep them, I can see where the empty spaces are, which right now there are none. And so I'm not allowed to buy weekly kits. Like there's just, not that I'm not allowed to. I don't need to buy them. And if I do buy them, I have to boot other weekly kits. And there have been some kits that keep getting booted back. And it happens because right now I have them filled without the monthly subscriptions because I never know what colors those are going to come into. And so those end up getting traded out. Or like there's a planner event that I know I'm going to that I don't have a kit for yet. So that week is empty. But for the most part, I have enough kits to get me through like almost all of 2019. That's ridiculous. So maybe this organization system isn't gonna work for you. Maybe you want it in an accordion folder. One of the things I used to do, although it bulked up my planner, was I used to put either one page of the kit or even the whole kit in like one of those little sticky pocket things from Erin Condren on the page of the planner. It bulked up my planner, but then it was there when I needed to plan that week. The one thing I liked about that system was then if I was out and about and I had time to start planning the next week or even the next week, I could go ahead and do it. Now that I plan on camera every week, that's not really an option, but I did like that system for that, even though it bulked up my planner. So the organization system that my friend Ileana really thought of on her own and I just sort of stole it. Thank you, friend. Is not really the end all be all tip. The tip really is if you are a weekly kit planner, I want you to go and count exactly how many weekly kits you have. And I want you to think about how many weeks there are in a year. And I want you to think about when those kits would end. Like, do you have 20 kits? Okay, so that's gonna get you another 5 months or so. Do you have this many kits, et cetera, and plan out the weeks in advance so that you're not buying a bunch of kits that then you're not going to use, or that you have kits forever and ever, because shops are always coming out with new kits and you always want to buy them and you want to have the space to buy them. I hope that makes sense. Like if you slow down on your buying, then you have the space in your calendar to buy the kits. Does that make sense? I hope that you got something out of this tip, and if you are not a weekly kit planner, then just in general, maybe take this tip and twist it to be something that you do buy a lot of. Do you buy a lot of half box stickers? Do you buy, well, the other thing I buy a lot of football stickers, okay? And I buy them from a variety of different shops. And recently I counted all of my football stickers. You know, there's not that many football games in a season. So even with my 2 teams, one plays 12 and one plays 16, that's without playoffs or bowl games, okay, fine. That's still 28 games a season. I had like 50 something football stickers. That's almost 2 seasons worth that I was not gonna get through all my football stickers. So this mindset can apply to anything that is sort of an ongoing, something that you want to track, but that only happens a finite number of times, if that makes sense. My biggest tip is just to take a look at what you have in your collection before you buy more. And I'm guilty of it too. We're all guilty of it. But as I try to get a grasp on how much I'm spending on my planner supplies, I think that this is really an area that I have to think twice about before I buy something else. And with that, I'm going to pass you along to the next channel for tip number 24, and that is Ashley Laura. I will link her channel below. And don't forget to check out the very last video on Tamara's channel. There will be a giveaway on Christmas Day. If you like this video and you like this collaboration, please give it a thumbs up. If you're new here, welcome. Please click that subscribe button. I upload new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Thank you so much for watching. Happy planning. So there's, what do you call these? And I finally was